Good morning,
People of the earth.
We interrupt our program at the request of the White House. This is a test.
Some very strange events have been taking place recently.
The emergency broadcast system. This is only a test. Furnishing news, official information, and instruction as soon as possible.
Is there a point to all this? Let's find a point. The world is like a ride at an amusement park.
This is only a test.
This is just a ride. And we can change it anytime we want. It's only a choice. No effort, no work, no job, no savings of money. A choice right now between fear and love.
A small group of warriors have taken up the fight on your behalf.
It's been activated to keep you informed.
The earth is where we make our stand.
You, the people, have the power to make this life free and beautiful.
People of the earth.
People of Earth.
People of earth.
If you are not
People.
tuned to a station furnishing information for your area.
That's the precedent. Like here, we're starting to record when it's like it should be maybe a little bit more natural.
Yeah, like me just coming out and saying it, kind of a thing.
Yeah, just do it when you're ready, kind of thing. Yeah.
All right,
Or give me like a look.
we're back.
There you go.
Is that enough of a cue? We're back. We took a break because I was having allergies and had to make sure that it wasn't the corona. Had to make sure that I didn't have the rona.
Hey.
Had to make sure that I didn't have the rona. Hey, not the rona. Ah. Yeah, I was all sneezy because it's all fucking windy.
Same. I think it was the rain too.
Feel like it's gonna rain.
I'm
Yeah.
sneezing in the rain.
I'm sneezing in the rain. Yeah, I was coughing, sneezing. I was a fucking ugly, nasty mess. So I couldn't come in here like that. Yeah, fucking talk about a hell of a element to add to this, having allergies in the time of a global pandemic. I hate it when I go to the supermarket and my face mask just gets wet because my nose, and it's just like, I'm gross. I should stay inside.
I feel that. I feel
Yeah.
that 100%.
And then on top of that, having a smoker's cough, because I do like to keep it green and roll one up. What else am I going to do at home? I'm stuck on my couch. My couch is my island. I'm a castaway, and my spliff is my Wilson. You know, that's my vehicle, my vessel.
Do you smoke like with your cat around? Do you get your cat high ever?
I mean, incidentally, the cat is there, which is honestly the crux of my allergy problems. I blame the cat entirely. I'm allergic to the cat. Like, I can blame it on the dust and the wind and all that, but I'm staying inside. It's the fucking cat.
Yeah.
You know? But yeah, I do smoke with the cat. The cat's a chiller. She hangs out. It's tough because like I love this cat, but I also like I know my life would be insurmountably better if I just didn't have a cat.
No.
I love my cat, dude. She's fucking dope. And we hang out and she warms my feet, but then like we'll crawl all over and get her hair all over me, and then I wake up and I'm like,
Yeah.
you know, and then I'm fucked up for a day.
And you can't not put your face in like that fur.
You cannot not. Yeah, they show you that little underbelly and you're like, get me fucking in there. I want to wear it. Yeah, it's tough. I fucking love her. We hang out and have a good time, but then I get fucked up and I lose days. I'm like a drug addict with that cat. I just go back to her and rub my face in it, and then I'm fucked up for days, and I have to explain my absence to everybody and my appearance.
It's as long as it's mutual love, you know.
It
Love
is.
comes in all different shapes and sizes.
It is mutual love, but like, is it like? I don't know. Not to get into the age-old debate of cats versus dogs. You know, not to get political and make you pick a side in this whole bipartisan era.
Go there.
But I mean, evolutionarily, haven't cats kind of outlived their purpose? You had them around for rats and mice in the stores and the storage cellars in your homes and whatnot. I guess I don't know, your grains. You had to protect your grains, and the mice like the grains, and so the cats would eat the mice. But the cats have never really like given you the affection that you want. And now that there's no mice, it's not a problem anymore. They're just fucking freeloading and giving you allergies.
Well, you got to earn it though.
My cat's getting fat, dude. My cat just sits around and gets fat. I don't get like, she loves up on me and we hang out, but also it's like 90% of her life she sits around and gets fat. She's not hunting. She's not, and dogs will at least guard the household. My cat will just like scurry under the couch and hide. And she's like, you're on your own. You know?
Yeah, my cat is a menace too, but it doesn't
menace is a
change
good
the
word.
fact that
That's another aspect of it. They knock shit off the counters. They fuck with you and your life, and they try to get, what
deliberately. They'll look you in the eyes when they knock stuff off.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
So what are they doing for us at this point? My cat's just getting fat like a fucking Jabba the Litter Hut over there, leaning back, looking at me like, when is it fucking dinner time?
Well, okay, but what are you getting out of a little Pomeranian type dog?
That's
what service does that? Or what
that's like a sub dog. Like when you talk about sub, that's like a sub dog. It's not even a dog yet. It's on its way evolutionarily, but it's working its way up from a little mouse or shrew or cat to being a dog like.
I see.
Being.
I see. So it's the opposite.
I'm just saying, dogs will do some shit for you at least, and like give you the affection that you would think you're earning by feeding them and housing them. And cats are just fucking freeloaders, man. And then they give you allergies, or they give me allergies.
They give me. I'm allergic to cats too, right?
Yeah.
So.
And yet we're like fucking drug addicts. We won't get rid of it. It's clearly the problem.
And the food is way too expensive.
Way too expensive. The litter, they don't learn. They don't adapt. You have to buy them a little corner of your house to shit in, and you can't. There's no Jinxie cat fable. You never teach them how to flush the toilet. They don't go outside and.
Well, actually,
you could have an indoor-outdoor cat, but those things are.
My cat has learned over the course of living in our room. He's learned how to turn on the lights.
No.
Yes.
No.
Well, we have these touch lamps. He knows how to turn them on, right?
First of all, mistake, because now he's just going to be turning them on at 4 a.m. when he's ready to eat.
I know.
Yeah.
He does that, and we'll come home after being gone, and all the lights are on, and we're like, "Did you leave the lights on?" And he's not paying the electricity bill, so
So you got to cut him loose.
Yeah, and then I just feed him and give him love, and it's like he gets away with everything.
Yeah, yeah. And what do you get out of it?
Allergies.
Exactly. It's fucked up. It's not right. And then you have to walk around in this global pandemic like a ticking time bomb, looking like a leper, loose and out of the colony. It's not good, man. I feel like, I was about to make an airport joke, but I'm not gonna, all right? I see the eyes on me.
Anyways.
Yeah, anyways. There's nothing like just having an involuntary smoker's cough in the middle of a grocery store aisle and then having everyone, like, turn on you and get the hazmat suits.
Yeah.
Get them. Anyway, we're back. It's good to be back. We made it. We're we heard from the people a little bit. We missed one of the fun things that happened in 2020. We missed the quarantine balcony jams.
Yeah, that's right.
Can we possibly pull that up real quick while I riff and banter for a moment?
Yeah.
That was something that was brought to my attention, is that we missed the quarantine balcony jams. I forgot all about that. That was kind of fun. It's got to be really shitty when your neighbor is not good at music. But
yeah, I mean, it was too bad because it's such a unifying video, isn't it?
I mean, there was a lot of them, and it was a nice contrast to, I remember there was like those videos of people playing instruments out on the balcony and other people gathering, and then there was like all the videos from Italy where there was just like people yelling and fighting and screaming, and you see all the domestic problems that had been accruing in quarantine. But yeah, the quarantine jams.
Did you ever hear anything like that going on in your neighborhood?
There was a weird thing where at like 7 or 8 every night, people would howl, or there was some song that they tried to get to catch on for a minute in San Francisco, and then everyone was like, shut the fuck. It was like the first time San Francisco felt like New York. I was like, shut the fuck up. All right? It's a pandemic. Be quiet. But there was something like howling at the moon every night at 8, or
was it the San Francisco?
There it is right there. The quarantine party don't stop.
Gotcha.
It might have been that. Yeah.
Simple tax returns only.
Sorry, the ads.
Hey, we're our first official sponsor, TurboTax. So, tax season's right around the corner. Check them out. And yeah, thanks for all the money, TurboTax. We appreciate it.
Yeah. Thanks for making me do my taxes on my own.
So yeah, this was one of the clips that was sent of one of these quarantine jams. Gotta admit, at first I'd be like, I hate this guy.
I don't know. I feel like I'd
He hits it right here.
Catch a groove.
He hits the groove, but I was worried for a second. night. Oh, yeah. Ain't no party like a quarantine party, because a quarantine party don't stop. Whether you like it or not, he's got a captive audience.
He sold out the whole block.
Yeah. I remember when this was going on, I took one of the clips of people like panning over the apartment buildings to see all the people out on the balconies and as the audience. And I was like, I just did my first balcony comedy show and got a standing ovation. And everyone was like, what the fuck? Who books this? And I was like, get out of here.
Come on, man.
Gotta love some good sax. That's one hobby instrument that you probably got a lot of shit for in 4th grade, but if you stuck through it, you wrote out band camp and being one of the band kids in high school, now you're this guy. Everybody's favorite quarantine neighbor. Until like the 5th hour of the set.
Where is this?
I don't know, scroll down, maybe we can see. Say.
Sandy Sachs, healthcare version.
It's hitting that solo.
French. It's in France.
It's in France. Oof.
Okay.
All right.
That was pretty
Hey.
awesome.
Take it easy there, buddy. Yeah, we missed that part. That was a fun little saga there. In the old quarantine. It was a good old time. What else? Stand-up comedy is kind of back. Did an outdoor show last night. I got 2 shows tonight. Fucking feels good. I can't tell you how much it just like changes my mood and how good I feel like just in general after a set. And like, when you're going too long without a set, it's like when you see your girlfriend getting hungry and you're like, I know you're not mad at me. I understand what's actually happening. And she doesn't want to hear it and acknowledge that she's really just hungry. She's just hungry. And I was just hungry. All right. I needed a little snack, a little something. And the Zoom shows and the drive-in shows weren't quite enough. I needed that outdoor audience. So it's nice that these parklet shows are kind of back at it and you can just be around people again from at least 6 feet. Everyone was wearing masks. The mic was it was.
Did you throw anything new out there?
I did. I had a great time.
Nice.
I riffed off. I made fun of I got a big pop like in the first 3 words I said because I made fun of the host. She's this comedian named Drea Myers, and she's 6'1" and has all these bits about being tall, bitch. And she was wearing this big red fur coat, and so like just right when I went up, I was like, "Hi, give it up for your host, Clifford the Big Red Dog."
Okay.
And everybody that was, for whatever reason, that was the right reference for that moment, and everybody was a millennial as well and grew up reading those books.
Nice. The feeling.
Yeah, it was good. But then they just like that night, that icebreaker was nice because it set me up perfectly for all the new shit I wanted to try, where there wasn't any like trepidation. They were like, "Oh, we trust this guy right away." Yeah, it was fun. Everyone had a good set. It was just good to be like, it was so funny. Like I walked across the street, stopped in the liquor store to grab a water, and walked across the street and just walk into the circle of comics again. Everyone's like, hey, and, giving the elbows and giving the old nods. And it was
I haven't
just
seen you for a year.
yeah, exactly. And it was like, the first thing out of my mouth was like, oh, this is nice. Just to be in a comic circle again and be seeing everybody and yeah, chopping up ideas and talking about what we've been doing and what we're going to try tonight. And it's, the outdoor comedy is so funny. I was talking with this one person about how it's easy for people to, this is probably one of the biggest like gateways and testers of people's passion in comedy. And some people, this was just like not worth it to keep going for them. And so like they haven't been doing the outdoor shows. They haven't been doing the online shows.
Oh, so this broke some comics then.
For sure. It's gonna,
Wow.
it broke a lot of people and everything. It's a life thing. Crazy shit just happened. So this guy was like, I feel like if you can just not get worse, you're gonna, and I was like, I feel like that's kind of the wrong mentality, isn't it? If you can manage to get better in this time. And I don't know. I feel like some people have managed to get better. And the whole outdoor comedy thing is interesting because like I was talking to this guy after he said that. I was like, I feel like you get better because you really have to like tune everything out and really, really hone in on your voice and the audience. And since you don't have like the overt indicators of smiles because everyone's masked up, or big laughs because it's spaced out and not as many people, you have to still be able to find that way to communicate and connect with them. And there's all this shit going around. Like, I mean, wherever you're at, if you're in a park or a drive-in or one of these parklets or wherever, there's like people walking by. Like this show last night is in the Haight at the Milk Bar, and you just got people like you're on the sidewalk and they're in the parklet, which is just like 2 of the parking spaces that they've like constructed seats and shit.
Right.
And people are just like walking by you because it's a sidewalk. And so, you know, halfway through, a recently unhoused person might walk by, or there's all these skaters that are constantly going by. And my theory is that they're the biggest comedy fans because they show up every time.
Yeah, and they just get a free show.
Yeah, exactly. And they're just trying to, you know, pop their tricks as they watch by, but they're all watching. They're all checking us out. But then fucking motorcycles will go by and rev their engines. You get buses coming by. I tried to set up my phone last night to get a good clip because I haven't had the opportunity to get a lot of clips these days. So I'm just trying to film everything. And the phone is like right at the back of the parklet, and it was a great shot of the audience, but there's just buses going by. And so that's all the audio gets.
Man.
And yeah, it's just, but what I was saying to that guy is when he was like, you know, just try not to get worse, I was like, learn from this experience because you're having to be so focused that it's like the whole world is heckling you now, you know? And you used to just have to deal with like 1 or 2 problematic people at most, or like, you know, unforeseen elements. But now it's like fucking everything. You got a skater going by, you got a car alarm going off in the distance, you got, you know, this recently unhoused person crossing the street to heck. This one guy was like, just brought his blanket from across the street and decided that he was just going to go to war with this guy during his set and just start like disputing everything that he said.
One of the currently unhoused folks of the Haight.
Oh yes. But man, like, you know, and there's no comedy club staff to break that up. And so now you just got to deal with it. And,
Right.
yeah, it's so funny. There's a lot of those kind of like do or die, sink or swim situations in this because it's a less controlled environment. And so you have to kind of learn to wield the chaos, and it fucks with you. I won't lie. But, oh man, it was just so fun. It was so fun to like, people are so ready to laugh. That's what was really nice too, is like they were fucking there and I was there for them and they were there for me. And it was just like one of those nights, and it felt good. I'm hoping to get back to that tonight.
Where's your show at tonight?
It's a
Tell
place,
the people.
place called the Copper Spoon in Oakland. They got another little outdoor ditty, but it's like in a back parking lot that's tucked away a little bit off the street, so you don't have as much of that going by. So it's nice, and they dress it up a little bit with like some lights, and you know, it's a fun outdoor show, and there's not a lot going on in Oakland, so it's nice that they're doing some shit out there.
Yeah, that's cool.
And they do 2 as well, so you got like a 5:30 and a 7:30, and so that's also like the old comedy club format.
Nice.
Hopefully, I'll be able to get my boat show going again soon. I was talking to the guy that they were a family-owned boat touring business, the Red and White Fleet, and they were in danger of going under a couple of times during this pandemic, just because, you know, small business.
Yeah.
So they're like kind of getting their operations going again, and the owner was like, "We just want to make sure that we're making money and taking care of ourselves, and then we can, you know, start setting shit up again." So maybe by March.
I can't wait for that.
Yeah, that's like, you know, if I can't take you to Cobb's in the next year, I gotta fucking take you out on the water there, because that was a unique experience. It was a lot of fun.
It sounds like a lot of fun. I went on one of those boats for my senior trip, like the
Mhm.
class. It was like senior night or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the same people, but it's like a big ferry, right? They just kind of take you out there and party.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Little booze cruise.
A little boozing.
Yeah.
No booze allowed, you know, because it was
Well,
high
yeah,
school.
you're high schoolers,
but
but I'm sure you figured it out.
It no.
No?
No.
Ah, fair enough. I guess we lived different lives. I was a fucking little hoodlum in high school. I remember we thought like taking a bunch of 5-hour energies was pre-gaming though. But we had like we split a big thing of Mickey's and took a Fire Energy after that, and then we were like, we're fucked up, man.
Snorted some pre-workout.
Exactly. Some of the Kool-Aid powder.
Ooh,
It's getting hopped up.
that gets you there for sure.
Oh yeah. Well, what else happened? Let's talk about some of these current events, the global happenings out there. We had the Super Bowl.
We did.
Moving on.
Who
gives a shit, man?
I didn't even watch it. So
Yeah.
I mean, I know Tom Brady won.
Good.
That's about it.
Yeah. I mean, apparently, I guess that's all you need to know now in football is Tom Brady's name, and then you just know who's going to win the Super Bowl every time, whether he's with Belichick or on his own. It's just, I don't know. It's like boring to me. It's like, I don't know, not to fucking shit on all the football fans out there, but where's the big game energy? I'm that guy that only watches the big game because I don't, my dad is huge. My family is huge into fantasy football. They know all the players. They know where they went to high school, who their best friends were, and they're kind of like, just so tapped into that world. But I'm not. So I just tune in for the big one, and I'm like, I want to see fucking fireworks. Should be the two best teams, and there's been like fucking 6 Super Bowls I've watched with Tom Brady, and they're just boring.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like, get somebody new in there.
They
right?
call it dominance. Is that, I don't know. I used to love like boxing and MMA, and you can tell when someone's dominant in that kind of a sport. Yeah, I don't know. Just
It's called deflating the ball.
yeah, he's got them soft balls. Well, at least you know that his Tom Brady's son planted a big wet one on him that morning.
Well, elaborate, please.
Are you not familiar with the whole when people found out that Tom Brady kisses his son on the lips?
Oh yeah.
And people were like, "That's weird."
Okay.
You remember that? That was the last time he was in the Super Bowl. I think everyone was all up in arms about. He was on like a massage table, and his son comes in and he's like, "Come give me a kiss," and his son's like, and he just kind of like makes his way over and does a quick one and tries to get away, and he goes, give me a real one.
Oh no.
And then his son just fucking shuffles back in, and then Sleeping Beauty's his dad. Yeah. Which I've been called out for this take. People are like, "What, you never kissed your dad?" And it's like, yeah, once. And then we were like, we should never do that again.
Yeah.
We can't keep doing this.
There's an age probably where
We
that
gotta
becomes
stop. We
unacceptable.
can't keep doing this.
We can't keep meeting like this.
Yeah. I just wish I could quit you. But yes, Tom Brady is actually a local boy. Went over San Mateo, one of the high schools over there. I forget which one. But yeah, that's about all I have to say about that. Oh, the halftime show, we had The Weekend.
Yeah. I heard that was
The Weekend,
oh,
if you will.
okay, there it is.
There it is. No, I don't know. I mean, that guy is all right. I liked it. He did that one song, Sidewalks, with Kendrick Lamar. That's like the only one I know by him. And I was like, I can kind of see this guy carving out a little niche. But then he just fucking Blair Witched himself in the middle of that mirror maze.
With with his
Yeah,
phone?
he just had like he was just fucking doing a bunch of this shit. And
Yeah, I mean, another one of the reasons, like, if the
It's just-
halftime is the most entertaining part of the football game,
yeah,
it's never gonna be.
just book it as a concert. You had
Legendary.
30,000 people there.
Yeah,
Just do a concert if you want to do a concert. But it was like a weird little distraction to take away from the fact that the game was just kind of boring. Yeah, it just felt like watching somebody spaz out for 5 minutes. Yeah. Anyway, that's like it. Yeah. I was unimpressed with this Super Bowl. If I could give it my GSP, I am not impressed with your performance. Matthews, I am not impressed by your performance. All right. Anyway. Yeah. Super Bowl was super lame. And the commercial sucked. Another thing, it's like, it is becoming such a package deal, this fucking big game, where it's like, don't worry, in case the game sucks, there's going to be a fun halftime show with one of your favorite little starlets and maybe some controversy, who knows? And then there'll be funny commercials and big movie trailers, and we all get to go home drunk. All right? It's a good day. It's Sunday. You're fucked on Monday.
that's usually why I would go, right?
Yeah.
Or
Just-
why, it's just a social event.
You go for the dip.
Yeah.
You go for the dip and the other things. It's very rarely yeah. Yeah.
Except last year when the Niners were in the Super Bowl.
Yeah. I don't care if everybody hates me for taking that, but, you know, it just doesn't excite me. I wish it did. Maybe they need to add more extravagant happenings to it now. Put the guys on rollerblades or some shit.
Whoa.
You know, cybernetically enhance the football players.
Yo, that'd be sweet.
Give them all Elon Musk's Star Brainlink thing and just have a bunch of, like, the top gamers in Korea come in and control them. And just do some sick-ass moves and fire, you know. I
Like
don't know.
real esports?
Yeah. And it's like, play as Tom Brady. Press B to kiss your son. Spamming B. I don't know.
No way, you unlocked Tom Brady?
Yeah, you know. There was
That
something else I was going to say about the commercials there.
The Reddit commercial I know you were talking about?
Yeah, that
probably
was
your favorite part of it.
That was my favorite part of it. That was like the Reddit was the real winner of the Super Bowl. They aired that 5-second commercial. I wish I had it pulled up so I could read it, but look it up if you haven't, just because it's worth it to check out. But they were just talking about how, you know, this was a big week for little people gathering in a place to, you know, kind of communally support commonly shared ideas. And they were saying there's a place for that. It's called Reddit. And it was kind of like, I don't know, it was just a nice little nod out there to everyone that was invested in this whole kind of, yeah, sure. So it says, wow, this actually worked. If you're reading this, it means our bet paid off. Big game spots are expensive, so we couldn't buy a full one, but we were inspired and decided to spend our entire marketing budget on 5 seconds of airtime. One thing we learned from our community last week is that underdogs can accomplish just about anything when they come together around a common idea. Who knows, maybe you'll be the reason finance textbooks have to add a chapter on tendies. Maybe you'll help our Super Bowl teach the world about the majesty of owls. Maybe you'll even pause this 5-second ad. Powerful things happen when people rally around something they really care about, and there's a place for that. It's called Reddit. And it looks like one of their Reddit posts. It's badass marketing, and the way they like brought it into it just kind of like disrupted the screen like it was a little glitch, and then it just popped on for 5 seconds and went away. And that's kind of how I feel like a lot of people felt like this week was. It was a little bit of a glitch and a blip in the matrix where we were able to show our collective power as people. And yeah, I just think in a time of so much manipulation and control in social media, it's nice to see people celebrating collaboration. And, you know, there's certainly a lot of fuckery that went down with like Robinhood. And at one point, the Wall Street Bets Reddit was that little subreddit rather that was discussing all of these stock trading plays was, I think, restricted and taken down for a moment. So I don't know if they actively paused it or were investigating it for whatever reason, but anyway.
It's more about the principle of
It's
that.
more about
you
the
know,
principle.
These people banded together and they did this thing that was larger than what they were supposed to be able to do.
100%, exactly. And so it was nice to see that, you know, even if the game wasn't all that great and the halftime show sucked and the commercials were shitty, at least there was this one moment where it was like, let's take a second to acknowledge what we just did there. Because Robinhood also aired a hilariously ironic ad where they were talking about empowering people and how you've been a trader every day of your life and you just didn't know it, and giving people freedom. And then, you know, yeah, we all know how that turned out. But anyhow, what else? Super Bowl commercial. There were a couple funny ones, I remember. There was that Falcon and the Winter Soldier commercial. I thought I was done liking Marvel shit, but I might watch that one.
How about WandaVision? Did you see the most recent episode of WandaVision?
I did watch that, and I will admit, like, if they can pull off the X-Men crossover now, by all means. But I think you kind of, I don't know. They're just going to have to recast everybody. So they're starting from scratch. And it's funny, like, if you look at that whole 10-year cinematic adventure that they went on as kind of like the first installment, and then this is now going to be the sequel. Is the sequel going to be as good as the original? They rarely are.
Yeah,
They put a lot of thought into that first 10 years. How much thought are they putting into this next 10 years? How many people are going their separate ways? And are they going to have to kind of like, I don't know.
I think they'll probably default to riding that, the Marvel Community wave that, that they just get all this attention for it.
I would love to be wrong. And I hope they continue to tell fun, cool stories that tickle all of our childhood gigglies. But, we'll see. There were 2 commercials, though, that I thought were funny. One, everyone's talking about the Amy Schumer mayonnaise commercial. Did you see that one?
No, I swear I didn't see anything from the Super Bowl. So
she's like the mayonnaise fairy now or something, and
oh my god,
I don't know. It's just weird casting, and then like she's already like the mayonnaise of comedy, but it's just like how much more damage? How does that help your brand? If you're Amy Schumer, maybe she's going for like the middle of America kind of a thing. It's also so funny how people shit on mayonnaise and call it like a middle of America white trash thing when it's egg whites, and that's like all of these fucking rich waspy white moms want on their omelets is just their egg whites. And
is mayonnaise it's like a middle American thing? That's what people have been saying?
I feel like it's commonly looked down upon as kind of like a basic thing, or like a white trashy kind of a condiment, if you will.
Interesting.
I don't know. I'm not saying that I endorse or agree with that. I'm just pointing it out.
So you're saying Amy Schumer
I had a friend tell me that mayonnaise was animal fat when I was a kid, and I never I thought it was gross. It used to make me like gag at the smell of it, and I never wanted to touch it. Then I found out that it was just egg whites. I was like, I've been gamed. But I think it's also more than anyway. All right, I'm not talking about fucking mayonnaise. What am I doing here? But that commercial was funny. There was one other one that was fucking funny. I'm trying to remember what it was. One other funny Super Bowl commercial. Someone help me remember. We'll come back to this. Someone write in and tell us the one that I missed, or if there was anything redeemable about the Super Bowl. What else is happening? The Myanmar coup.
Yeah, I saw a pretty crazy video about that.
Did you?
Well, I saw that there was with the protests in Myanmar, there were the police joining the protesters in line with their shields as they were being shot with a fire hose.
Damn.
So
yeah, I heard that they were bringing in the hoses and that they weren't really effectively. It's tough when there's not really like I don't know, when it just feels like chaos. I don't know if we want to show that video. I saw a funnier video, a lighter one.
Okay.
Look up Myanmar coup dance video.
Myanmar coup dance?
Yeah. So basically there was this girl that, the top one. She goes to this same spot every day to record like her like dance exercise, jazzercise, whatever the hell you want to call it, videos. And I'm still trying to decide if she understands what's happening and if this was like a statement thing, because she does it at the same spot every day, but it just so happens that on this day there's a barricade set up behind her, and as she's doing this, go ahead and start playing it. As she's doing this, you can kind of hear some sirens and all these police vehicles just kind of start rolling in, going past her to take over the government, and she's just like,
she's hitting those?
She's just starting to pop it.
I think it's a statement.
You think it's a statement?
I don't know.
Because it was this every day before this, and then she's just... I guess it's kind of like, what was that movie where they, Footloose, where it's like you can't stop the dance?
Kevin
and
Bacon.
they're dancing to make a statement. Maybe this is her
so.
Kevin Bacon moment. Maybe this is her Footloose moment. Fast forward like 20 seconds here. As much as I love this song. Yeah, once we get to, there you go. That's a good move.
Okay.
She's feeling the jam now.
She's saying, despite what's going on
She's
in
saying,
the world,
there, back, here, come.
there can be happiness.
This way. Guiding the cops to a place where they can take power back. All right, so now you start to see some black vehicles rolling in. And then, then it's just like, well, there they go.
Oh my gosh.
That's everybody rolling. And then I think just beyond that is the Capitol or whatever not their Parliament building. I don't know shit about politics. But yeah, she's just jamming out.
I'm surprised she didn't get, they weren't getting on her for this, like stop filming or whatever.
Yeah, right? Like that she would be showcasing this and that it might make their country look a certain kind of way. Also, where were the dancers at the Capitol Hill?
Yeah, that's something.
It could have been a peaceful protest. They could have done it with dance. Maybe that's what she's showing us here, is that there's a better way.
So you're saying instead of an angry mob, it could have been a flash mob?
It could have been a flash mob. They could have been popping, locking, and dropping rather than popping, breaking, and entering. I don't know.
Okay, well.
All right, yeah. We got the gist of this.
I think that's really cool that she still did that despite what's going on, if she knew about it. But also, I was scared because if she didn't, some bad stuff could happen.
Yeah, you're kind of waiting for one of the cars to just kind of like go in reverse and then open up the back doors and like bring her in. Yeah. She's just gone. But yeah, that happened, and it all kind of like felt a little too close to home with, this was uploaded February 1st, but I feel like it happened sooner than that. Maybe not, but yeah, it was just all kind of coinciding with some of the Myanmar situation was an interesting kind of parallel look at how close we were to a tipping point here in the U.S. But anyway, we're not a political podcast, and I don't want to talk about that shit because it's negative.
Next.
It's tough to talk about. I mean, it's important shit, and you got to educate yourself, and we'll find a better forum to have that discussion. I was kind of, we don't have to play any of the clips of this, though, but I was laughing so hard with my girl when we were, like, dubbing over different musical genres over the impeachment trial.
Yeah.
That's just my coping mechanism and how I deal with difficult information is I start looking for the levity in the situation if there is any. And if there isn't, sometimes you got to inject it. And usually I'll just do like impressions and try to like kind of parrot what they're saying and get into their political speak. And this time we were just going through different musical genres and like for one speaker, we gave him house music. For one guy, we were doing drum stab. One guy had got K-pop. We had some fiddling. It was a good old time. We were laughing so hard. We're I think the only two people in the world experiencing this event like this, for better or for worse. We also, oh my God, she made me laugh so hard because
I'm putting it up there.
Don't do it.
Just keep going.
Is this the first one?
I think this is the second one.
No, let's not even. If anything, play the one that we were talking about.
Which one was that? Hold on. Because you didn't name these movies when you sent them to me. It's like 10 different movies.
It's not that one. That's the that's the drum step one.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. I didn't name them. I just sent them from my phone. But anyway, we don't.
Let me see if there's. This is the synthwave.
The synthwave one was good, but the other good one.
Okay. The other good one.
They
were
like,
all good.
I think it was like right in the middle.
Oh, I know which one it was. So what were you were just sitting there watching it?
Well, we were like, we wanted, we've been following along, trying to stay informed and educated, and it's just like watching the news is so fucking hard sometimes. It's just so much negative rhetoric, even if it's like important information to be shared. We just wanted to play with the tone a little bit and experience it in a different way. We're still getting the same information. It's just funny how sometimes the drops lined up, and it was just I would invite you all to to try that at least once. Take a news segment or a clip of a politician, because politicians have a very specific cadence and a rhythm to the way they speak. That is like, yeah, that's the one. That's like perfectly lended to audio drops and and also to just a companion to music.
I think it was creative. All right, here you go.
It was more fun than watching the regular news that morning. That's for sure.
This is made by Austin Carr.
It's almost like he's hearing the music, like he's hitting it. That pause? Come on.
You think he's ever heard this song?
Probably. He probably listened to it in his headphones before he gave that speech.
Yeah, you think that's his hype song?
Yeah. Anyway, moving on. We had a good laugh about that. You know, just it's tough to be taking in so much negative information sometimes, even if it's good information. But just try putting on different music genres over politicians sometimes. It's a fun morning, I'll tell you what. The other thing that she made me laugh so hard is she was telling me that she went to a bookstore in Gilroy and saw juggalos.
In the bookstore?
No, definitely not in the bookstore. All right. If you know anything about juggalos, they were nowhere near. She just went to a bookstore, and as she was passing it,
hey, juggalos are about love and they're about respect.
All right.
I'm serious. It's a beautiful community.
I just think it's hilarious to see them out in the wild, like you're playing fucking Pokemon Go, and all of a sudden, juggalos pop up out of a bushel.
I'm surprised. Didn't the guys from ICP
talk about homies, just drinking their Faygo? Oh my God. But that was something I hadn't heard in so long. And you forget that juggalos exist. You forget that juggalos are out there.
Yeah.
The truth is out there. The juggalos are out there. It's also funny to think about them as like one of those dying like indigenous populations, or like
religion. It's like a religion.
Yeah, a dying religion, or like a dying language or something that you know, eventually they're gonna have Rosetta Stone tablets of all the juggalo face paint patterns and
the Juggalo Museum.
I wonder if your face paint is any way indicative of your mood or like your persona. Does it change day to day? No. It's like a mask or a uniform, right? Like that's your identity. It's kind of like Native American markings. Like you are
I would.
You are tall grass.
Eagle flies east.
Yeah, it's interesting. Juggalos, man. I mean, listen. As a young 12, 13-year-old white boy, I dabbled. I thought maybe, but no. I was like, I can't be one of these.
You tried it?
Believe me, I listened to their songs, and I was like, I had a friend that was trying to get me into it, and I was like, we can't be these white kids. All right, it's just we can't. It doesn't end well for us.
It's funny because I watched a documentary the other day on juggalos.
Did you really?
And it was they followed them to one of the festivals, and it was they were all just talking about how they're misunderstood and they're not a bunch of drug addicts. I'm sure there's drugs and drinking, but it's like they're dressed aggressively, but they say that everybody who goes is a part of a community and everybody's welcome.
We should go to a juggalo show.
I'm honestly down. That's what I'm saying.
Do we face paint and assimilate?
Yes. Yes. That's the only way to truly understand a community.
And we get juggalo personas.
Yeah, but honestly, I don't think the guys from ICP are still around.
What do you mean?
Didn't they die?
They're dead?
I don't know.
They're not dead.
I'll confirm this, but
if not, if they are, they've got stand-ins with the same face paint.
Yeah.
There's no, yeah. Anyway, I got nothing against juggalos, I guess. I never really liked clowns as a kid. Oh my God.
No, we're not. No, we're not going to.
No, we can't do this. Are they dead though? Insane Clown Posse, dead body, man.
That was an autocorrect.
What is she? What are you Googling? Dead body man. Now they probably just have a song called Dead Body. That's on brand for the Juggalos. Yeah, you never know. I guess you never know around any corner in your neighborhood, there could be Juggalos. And there's a couple of them roaming down in Gilroy.
Violent J and Shaggy 2 Dope.
Yeah, oh yeah, dude. The songs of the Insane Clown Posse center thematically on the mythology of the Dark Carnival. Oh, they've got a mythology. They've got their whole MCU.
It's a whole
Dark
thing, dude.
Carnival. All right.
Why are you laughing? These people are about love.
Dude, it's creative as fuck. I dig it. All right. They've got I didn't know they had a universe.
Yo, they did Woodstock.
God damn. That's quite a... All right. You know, maybe we should get some Juggalos in here on the podcast.
And if you are a Juggalo, let us know.
Let us know about it. So they began in 1985 was the inception of the Juggalos. Joseph Bruce and Joseph Utzler. Oh, they probably hate being dead named.
They're also both named Joseph.
Yeah.
Did you notice that?
I did know it.
Let's see.
Why does everyone like Violent J over Shaggy? Why did you go right to Violent J? Shaggy?
It's Shaggy 2 Dope.
You're a Juggalo?
Okay, no, he's still alive. He's still alive. He's 48 years old.
Thank God.
Okay. And then we got, oh no,
Big Baby Sweats.
Joseph. Okay, they're both still alive. Never mind.
Good for them. Let's see. Also known as Sugar Bear, Sugar Wolf, Kangle Joe, Guy Gorfy, Guido, Hammed Burglar, 2 Dope, Shaggy 2 Dope, Gold D, Full Clip, Mr. Club, Southwest Strangler, Bazooka Joey, Stretch Nuts. Yeah, definitely save Stretch Nuts for the end. That's good.
Wow,
that is some good shit. Vocals and turntables. He's a bit of a DJ.
Man, that's a lot. That's a lot of names.
Bit of a DJ. Oh, speaking of DJs, pull up that clip I sent you of DJ Scratch Bastard. DJ Scratch Bastard.
Yeah, I was so excited to see this one.
All right, because you mentioned that you used to do a little DJing, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I remember when I saw this clip, it like just tickled my little nerd nuggets. When I was a child, I wanted to be a DJ so bad and do all this scratching. My dad was in a band, and he was like, I want to do a side project with you, my son. I want you to get a turntable and learn how to scratch the records. And I didn't have the ability to do that.
It's all practice, man.
I know. It would have been so fun. But I had different priorities then, too. I was playing water polo. And
I'll get my mixer in here, and we'll fuck around with it.
Big dick.
The crab scratch. All right.
So this is Scribble Jam 2001 DJ Battle. I love it.
Okay.
Just wait. Everyone in the background's still kind of like, all right, you know.
Those speakers are so blown.
Always true there are a master and an apprentice.
The other guy's already going home in his head.
Yeah, he's like, all right, I'm gonna pack up.
Yeah, wipe that sweat off your brow. There you go. I think he's got 30 seconds left.
Time is running out, only 30 seconds to go. Only 30 seconds to go. Only 30 seconds to go. Only 30 seconds to go.
Oh, he knows.
Only 30 seconds to go. Only 30 seconds to go. Only 30 seconds to go.
30 seconds left.
30 seconds left. Oh, look.
Oh. Wait.
Look what I can do.
Oh. Man, that's awesome.
That was badass.
That is
Just
great.
to land on that accidentally, too, at the end of the set.
That's so great. Honestly, like he's very creative at
Yeah.
the very least, and he spent a lot of time doing that, and he was good.
Oh, that's another good one, too, but I don't know if we want to. Do you want to watch one more?
This Raptors halftime show.
Fuck it, yeah.
DJ Jazzy.
Yeah, we'll watch like a. Never mind. Let's move on.
Okay.
We got other stuff we wanted to talk about, but yeah, you mentioned that you had done some DJing. I didn't know if you were scratching like that or if that tickled your kind of fancy, but I love that kind of shit.
So right, kind of towards where I fell out of it, I was really getting into scratching and things like that. But I had a digital mixer, and it's not quite as it's not quite as
it's not the same aesthetic or feel.
It's not the same, and there's also kind of different schools of DJing, right?
Mhm.
There's the actual mixing, and then there's scratching.
Yeah.
It's kind of like two different realms.
All right.
And I was more into mixing and EDM, as they call it.
EDM,
And,
as they call it.
That's what I was trying to be
Pumping up a house.
at one point. DJ Jampire. if you know
DJ
me.
Jampire. Bite your neck.
You see me out there, drop a like.
The beats are everlasting like my life.
Yeah. No, it was a lot of
Yeah.
fun, though. It was a lot of fun.
I bet, dude. It's probably fun to have those those kind of big drop moments too. That's got to be like equivalent to dropping a punchline as far as that feeling of getting that intended reaction from people, from the crowd.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I feel like comedy's more focused on you, though, because the room is filled with music when you're DJing or playing music,
Yeah. It can, yeah. I don't know. It can also be very personal too. Like while the room is reacting in a certain way, there can be a private personal reaction that you're having to it as well. Like even though you're blowing up with the room, and internally you're thinking about something else. That kind of brings me into the next thing. One thing I really miss about San Francisco was cruising around and like just having all these street performers on every corner.
Yeah.
Do you have any good street performer stories? I feel like they're some of the fucking most legit musicians. I love a good street musician video. Well, remember that we played that rap one like a week ago.
Yeah, from Reddit.
Yeah, that one was badass.
The best street performer I've ever seen was a one-armed guitar player, and he was slapping the strings and playing. I think he was playing Stairway to Heaven. But he was
It's a bad
doing it
sign
by
when you're saying I think he was playing.
well, because it was a while ago. So
Yeah.
he's in San Luis.
That is pretty
Obispo, so-
badass though. I'm trying to think of how he would even do that. But so it was just like a kind of a slapping and a pulling of the strings.
So he had the neck. It was a left-handed guitar, and he was doing everything pretty much with his left hand, and his one arm was just like holding the strap, kind of like, there was no strumming capability.
Yeah.
It was really impressive.
My favorite, I remember there were always people in North Beach playing. There was this guy right underneath my window as I was going to sleep at night. He would play right out front of Golden Boy because there would be that big line of people getting pizza at the end of the night to sober up and drive home. And so he would just sit there right at the end of it with his guitar and his open case and kind of serenade people. And oh my God, so many nights I went to sleep listening to that guy. It was actually really, really cool. And then I would come, give him my contribution and say what's up. And he used to play a bunch of Bob Dylan. I love that guy.
That's pretty cool.
And then, oh my God, there was one time I remember it was like right when I had just started working at Cobb's. Divorce was still really fresh, and I was like, low and high and low and high and just like all over the place emotionally. And I was cruising in North Beach with my buddy one night after work, and we ducked into the smoke shop to grab some papers, came back out, and there was this guy just with a guitar and an amp. And he asked me for a light, and so we were just like sitting there for a second, and he's like, "You want me to play you something?" And I was just like, for whatever reason, I like this guy right away. And
Me?
yeah, I was like,
Wow.
play me something sad but hopeful. And he fucking was like right on and dipped his head, brought his hat down low, took a drag of his cigarette, and then thought for a second, put it back in his mouth, and then just started playing. And it was like he was, oh my God, I had never had an experience like that. It was really wild. He like did exactly what I asked, which is crazy. He like
Wow.
played something that was so sad and somber in the beginning, and it was like telling the story in my head of all the tragedy, of all the hardship, of all the heartache, all the loss, doubts, and then brought me up and took me on this like redemptive, hopeful path that I asked for at the end too. And I was just like, holy fucking shit. We stayed there for like a half hour listening to this guy. And then it was just back into the night and I never saw him again. But it was just like one of the coolest little street performer moments. Street performers are a vibe.
They really are.
They really are. That's one thing I miss about being in the city and just about like when we were all living together, coexisting, is there would be those little moments where creativity shone through in unexpected places. But we had one street performer clip that we should pull up.
Yeah, I got it here.
Yeah.
Damn.
I feel like if you can't dance, you're not allowed to live in New York. If you can't dance or play an instrument, oh
Man.
all right, okay. Hit him with the Carlton. Shimmy, pop it. Shirt over your head.
Oh, damn.
Get them titties out.
It's a vibe.
It's a vibe.
That's sick. I wish I could dance.
Right?
I just do that awkward
Yeah.
dance.
Just get my head moving.
Yeah. The
Head-
arms,
all
arms
head and
just trail
shoulders.
it.
I get a little shimmy, a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Who else are we sponsored by? Oh yeah, TurboTax again. Thank you, TurboTax.
Mm-hmm.
Really
want me to
we
do my
love you
taxes.
guys. We really do. What else? I guess I'm trying to decide if I want to go ahead. We had a couple more funny clips, and then no, let's talk about this real quick. China's building a time machine.
Okay.
Have you heard about this?
You tried to tell me about it, and I couldn't see it.
Okay, so I sent you that one. Yeah, I know. We were like in the car, and I sent you that article as we were driving here. Hit me a quick Google. Hit me with a quick Google.
Gotcha.
And let's go
Right.
China building a time machine. China time machine 2021, maybe.
China time machine.
There was some article and it had like blueprints and it looks like a gateway kind of a thing that they're building. And then they came out and like immediately denied it. Yeah.
China building a time machine.
Yeah. Popular Mechanics. China swears it isn't building a time machine for sure.
See, I can't get into this.
Oh, exclusive Pop Merch Pro Story. What the hell?
I'm not a member.
Yeah.
China's okay. Yahoo News. Let's try this one.
China swears it isn't building a time machine. China says it definitely isn't building a time machine. A leaked, scroll up a little bit. Yeah, right there. A leaked PowerPoint presentation suggests otherwise. If the device does prolong life, as documents claim, this is a very special case of time travel. So, okay, this is what like the weirdest thing is. It's like not overtly a time machine. It's a life prolonging device, or like something where essentially it affects the flow of space time, but the intended purpose is for you to be able to prolong your own life. I have no idea what kind of physics are going on there. If anyone wants to write in and contribute to this story for when we talk about it again next time, because I'm sure this is going to be an ongoing thing. It was just so wild, all the things that shitter people were shit that people are working on.
Yeah.
Like Elon Musk is drilling all these fucking tunnels everywhere, sending satellites to space, going to Mars. We got the Large Hadron Collider that could have potentially reset the universe and shifted us into another one when they turned it on. They've got fucking now a time machine in China.
See, coronavirus hasn't stopped all,
Wouldn't it make sense that
production or improvements?
it's
or,
necessitated this kind of improvement where they're like, we have to go back. They're doing exactly what we did from the episode. China's like, we fucked up big. But no, they're saying it's not a time machine. Hold on. Scroll down a tiny bit.
It's a prolonged life machine.
Oh,
Why
yeah.
would they call it a time machine? That's
Can we zoom in on those blueprints? I know I can't,
like right here.
Yeah, let me just flex my Mandarin and Cantonese on you guys real quick. Yeah, there's no way we can tell what is going on here, but it's some sort of chamber. It's some sort of chamber. Okay, scroll down a little bit more. Yeah, right there, that quote. The device can distort time and space, control the flow of time, the flow rate of time, break through the barrier of time and space, and can be widely used for time travel, interstellar voyage, life extension, etc. Yeah, just hit them with the etc. there, because we're not all on the edge of our seats, you fucks. The project plans to select a location in China and lease an area about 16 acres to build a scientific experimental base. It is expected that the device will be able to successfully shuttle space-time experiments 7 to 12 months after the funds are in place. Okay, so this is just like a fundraising thing. It's not even a... I wonder if there's anything... Okay, the PowerPoint also claims per Six Park that the team behind the project has reached a preliminary cooperation agreement with a research and development team composed of well-known experts of academicians? Academicians.
I don't know.
The Institute of High Energy Physics of the Chinese Academy of Sciences and the Nobel laureate Gao Kun recognized and praised the device. What the hell is going on?
That's crazy, but I feel like they inaccurately named it time machine.
What do you think?
It should be anti-aging machine.
Okay, so you think it's just like a translation thing? My dad used to work in China, like go there for a couple months, and he would always take pictures of like the signs that were like just a little bit off and send them home. He should have been on Reddit. He would have been nailing it.
Dang.
But it's interesting. It could be one of those kind of situations. One of those kind of situations called the Space-Time Tunnel Generation Experimental Device. Space-Time Tunnel Generation Experimental Device. Space-Time Tunnel. What the fuck? Are you able to like go back? Why do they call it generation? Are you able to go back generationally into like your genealogical timeline and like live a life of one of your ancestors?
Whoa, like Assassin's Creed.
Whoa, dude.
It's the Animus, dude.
It is the Animus. Holy shit, they're building the Animus. These fucking animals.
China's got
They're building the Animus.
Wow.
Wow, yeah. Wow, indeed. Wow.
I don't know what to make of this yet, so
I don't either, but it is
I'm
like...
not going to get too excited.
Yeah, because like where is any of the technological information? What kind of...
Oh, it's all right here.
Yeah, it's all right there. I wonder if any other of like the world's leading physicists are talking about this though, because I haven't heard much buzz. It would be interesting though if this is just like if this works and now China just has a time machine and it's only China and Chinese people would just pop up throughout history now.
Yeah,
just fiddling with the timeline.
It's gonna come out in all the new conspiracy videos on YouTube.
We will go back to the Revolutionary War and set things straight.
Why would they do anything for the U.S.?
Yeah, that's a good point. We will go back and stop Genghis Khan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Build the wall higher.
We will, instead of a wall, we will build a dome.
Maybe they've already gone back and then they've manipulated the U.S.
to position China as the leading global power.
Yeah.
You think?
Well, they probably would have stopped Corona, though.
Or is that thinning out the competition? We got to take these tinfoil hats off. I think there is a case to be made. You know what's funny? I was just watching on Mike Tyson's podcast. He's got a podcast now called Hot Box It with Mike Tyson.
Oh, really?
Yeah, where he just gets high as fuck, and honestly, half the time he's so gone on drugs that it's hard. Now I'm going into a little bit of iced tea.
Yeah, that was a little iced tea.
Little
at
iced
the end
tea,
right
all
there.
right. So there's this time machine in China. They're saying that they can go back in time generationally, but Tyson was talking about. Someone brought up on his podcast this infamous picture, time traveler picture of one of his big fights, and it's like back before camera phones, I think in the 80s or the 90s, and you're panning the crowd and everyone's watching like this, like you would if you didn't have a phone, and then there's one person going like this, and there's a bright light, and is he Chinese? Who knows? If you could go, I would start going to things like that. I would show up at Tyson fights. I would show up at like historical events.
Hell yeah.
Look up time traveler photos.
All right.
Let's see if we can get a little something here. Time traveler photos. Maybe Chinese time traveler photo? No.
Time traveler from 2030.
What?
Time traveler from 3036.
Let's go time traveler photos. Or pictures of time travelers?
Let's just do the original.
Yeah. We're gonna get photos from the movie. Oh no, we're not. Yo, they think that
Think
Greta
Greta
Thunberg.
Thunberg.
No shit. Pull that up.
Oh my god. Hold on.
No.
I don't know. I could. Well, that they bear a striking resemblance. But that could just be like
Yeah.
a great grandmother or something.
Yeah, exactly. People also, we're all from the same gene pool, so stands to reason that a lot of people are going to look alike eventually.
You know when you see the red circle in the photo, something weird's going on.
Yeah, exactly. They're highlighting. I remember this one.
I've seen this one too.
I remember seeing that one and being like, whoa, that's pretty wild because, first of all, the dude kind of looks like a physicist to me. Like, for whatever reason, I feel like he could be one of those strung out scientists that just happens, like, to fall into a time travel blunder tale,
Yeah.
and now he's like, what period of time is this? Was this
This John Tutor. So this is an actual story, and there's tons of.
we should do a full
conspiracy
episode on
videos.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah, we should talk about that at length.
we should do our research before we go into this.
But, I think it's worth noting that when we Google time traveler photos, we're not seeing a lot of Chinese people. So maybe they didn't pull it off yet.
True, or maybe they've just stayed under the radar.
Yeah, they're all wearing whiteface. They all look like Greta Thunberg. They just go back with a Greta mask. It's like the guy, what's the, not Guy Fieri.
The Juggalos.
Not Guy Fieri. The Guy Fawkes, is that the mask that everyone's wearing in V for Vendetta?
Is it Guy Fawkes? What's his
don't
name?
know.
I forget.
I
I
forget
know it's
too.
the V for Vendetta.
Yeah.
The Mr. Robot.
Yeah, they're all just wearing Greta Thunberg masks.
Wouldn't be the worst. I think that's pretty smart though.
Was time traveler in 1928 Charlie Chaplin film. Looks like he's holding. Yeah, that's interesting. Cause what? Yeah, all right.
Let's do an episode on.
Yeah, we should do a deep dive. But all right, we're coming close to the end of this episode here. I gotta get on the road for those shows, but we wanted to go over some funny clips to end on. Well, yeah, we gotta go bodybuilder first. This
Okay, we can get this guy.
I was fucking cackling at this video, dude. This is I love this guy. I love him and I hate him. This has got to be what it's like dating anybody that is like a performer or an artist in any way. And I'm giving this guy a lot of credit by calling him a performer and an artist, but this is a performance art.
I think he's in the zone right here though.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, and you don't interrupt that zone. You don't
yeah.
fuck with that flow state. All right.
Well, let's see what he does.
Are you getting good shots?
Yeah.
You see the rear delt? Oh!
Hurting a little.
No!
No.
You move.
My arm's hurting.
Move!
I don't want
Mom,
to.
I'm not
I'll
changing
get-
shots.
I'll
This is
get
the
my
best shot. It
shots.
doesn't matter. They don't care. They don't care about you. They don't care.
he's working really hard, you know.
No.
And she doesn't respect that.
Shoulder rear delt.
Shoulder rear delt.
Shoulder rear delt.
I am. All right.
Ah! Oh, give me that one more time. They don't care. They don't care.
Care about you.
They don't care about you. That's his mom.
Doesn't matter. They don't care. They don't care about you. They don't care.
I love that. That's definitely his girlfriend. Or it says ruining my marriage, so it's his wife, but you think it's his mom because of how much of an infant he is.
Something like that, yeah.
Shoulder rear delt.
Shoulder rear delt.
All right.
Last one, man. Hey,
Oh
you
my
know,
god.
that's his art, though.
Shoulder rear delt.
He wants respect for his art.
You getting a good angle? Oh my god, that fucking guy. Yeah, that's got to be tough living with that guy every morning thinking he's, you know, just the cutest.
He's just more married to his delts than he is to his girlfriend.
He's married to that rear delt. And I love when he's like, when he first says, "Can you see the rear delt?" And she's like, "I think so."
Yeah.
You know, that's when he's like, "I fucking hate you."
You see what I'm doing right now? Jeez.
Yeah, that might end in this kind of a scenario. That relationship might end up like this relationship. Do you ever have that one clip that's just like stuck in your head always?
All the time.
Or like a one little soundbite?
Yeah.
My buddy Matt and I used to fucking play this together to each other all the time and just send this fucking soundbite. And I love this guy.
Let's see what it is.
I'll get you, bitch.
All right, then that part sucks. But go back to the start. So this
he
guy,
type that?
there's clearly, hold on, pause it. There's clearly a domestic disturbance situation involved. He's been fighting with his woman. Clearly his shirt is all ripped. So they were getting into it over something. You know, she was not showing the rear delt. She wasn't hitting it from good angles. And they don't care about you is what he was trying to say. And she just didn't get it. And so they got into a scuffle and the police are there. And the guy gets fucking tased.
He's
literally
standing while
without missing a beat or showing any sort of reaction to being tased, he just takes this cigarette in his hand, points it at this lady, and says, "I'll get you, bitch." And
I'll get you, bitch.
I believe him, honestly. He will have his day.
There was that hate in his eyes. You could see it.
Oh my god, "I'll get you, bitch." I need that soundbite for sure.
All
right, play this next one. The Bird Boy. You ever see that movie Birdman?
Birdman Jr.?
I love me some. This is Birdman Jr. This is the origin story of Birdman Jr. right here.
There you go.
This is what eventually led to the birthing of Birdman.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, dude. Start
He's
that.
just laughing
I
at him.
know. That's the best part. Start that one from the top again.
Some say he's still riding to this day.
The best part is I'm trying to figure out, is this this kid's son, or is he the older brother, or is this kid just, he hears the
just
scream
random.
from a mile away and sees this all happening. And then he tries yelling at the bird, "Hey, hey!" But that bird's on a mission.
What does that kid have that the
Bird don't
wants so
like that
much?
boy. Birds don't like that boy. He's got, you know what I love about being a kid too, is like, you know, that kid is thinking, not that like birds are scary, but he's like, what is it about me? 'Cause he's like,
Yeah.
you know, other kids aren't getting attacked by birds, but what is it about me? What did I do wrong? He definitely internalized that, and it became a thing where he's like, birds don't like me. It's not just that birds are fucked up sometimes, it's birds don't like me.
Yeah. But that particular bird left a mark on his life that he will never, ever forget.
Hilarious, honestly. And I love that it like wasn't just kind of chasing him and clocking him, but actually pecking at him.
Yeah.
And like really giving him cause for concern. I would have been screaming too. That fucking kid, that is so fun. And then the guy does nothing at all to help the situation, just laughs and goes on about his day.
Yeah. He just laughs at him, continues filming. That's what's wrong with society.
All right, we got this last one. We got this, I fucking love this guy.
I haven't seen this.
No, these are just like the beautiful little life moments that you witness from afar, and start telling your own story in your head. The title is called "Italian Guy Talks with His Hands." Watch the hands tell the story.
the claw.
This can't. Yeah. Oh, it's up there, and then the bird, he came from out of the sky. The bird came from out of the sky. He attacked the boy. He's a small bird, but he's about the moving object in the flash of the helmet. He attacked the boy.
That guy's got some burly arms too.
He does. He's got dad arms.
Definitely works on the lower delts.
Yeah. New York accent's a movie. We should do a wheel of impressions and just do a bunch of accents for a day.
Oh, that's gonna happen
for sure. All right, I gotta hit the road here, but let's finish on that last one.
Sounds good.
Did you know? I was looking at street performer videos and I saw this one, and I just liked this video and thought it'd be a fun one to end on. But did you know sea shanties were becoming a thing? Have you heard this? Have you seen this? You know about this?
Sea shanties are becoming a thing
again. I mean, they were a thing once, and now they are becoming a thing again.
I haven't heard of that.
I was trying to figure out. I feel like I heard people talking about it in a negative connotation, like it was like a Proud Boy thing or something. But I don't know. Apparently, these youngsters are getting together and singing in unison, and some way that's problematic for some people. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know why I brought that up right now. I just remember hearing about sea shanties being. I think Elon Musk was talking about them. Anyway,
that's beautiful. I love sea shanties.
It doesn't. Yeah, I mean, I remember watching this video of all these kids in a college dorm doing like an a cappella group rendition of the Halo theme song because of the acoustics
When they're in the bathroom.
Yeah, and I was like, that's just good old, that's clean, good-hearted fun. All right, there's ain't nothing wrong with a couple boys in the bathroom singing the Halo 3 theme song. All right, but apparently you take that into a bar, you throw in some pirate words, and you're problematic.
Jeez.
I don't know what pirate words are, but I honestly don't know enough about this sea shanty business, so maybe I should have done more research before I brought that up.
It's like arg and poop dick.
Yeah, them be two other words. Arg and poop dick. You nailed it there.
All right, let's see what this is.
I was trying to figure out, they're like phrasing this as some sort of disaster, the purple tunnel of doom. But I guess it's just like some subway thing wasn't working and these people couldn't get on their train, and so they're just stuck in this tunnel. Like, you're not stuck. Turn around and get out.
Where is this?
I don't know. But you can hear now people are... Fuck it, we're not going to work. We're not going to work today. Fuck the purple tunnel. Fuck the purple train. Fuck my gay ass job. I'm not going. I would turn around and immediately go home. I'd be like, today was a beautiful day.
Wow, they hit that though. That was awesome.
Yeah, they really did.
Good for them. Jeez. What a choir.
What a choir. You ever hear like they do that at some of the Green Day concerts? They sing what is it, Bohemian Rhapsody before Green Day takes a stage. For some reason that became like a thing, and it's like 80,000 people singing Bohemian Rhapsody in unison.
That's so great.
Yeah, we'll definitely add that to the next clip bank.
It's almost as good as the Halo theme.
Almost as
bathroom.
oh my god, we should, dude. Yeah, and then we should investigate these sea shanties. She sells sea shanties down by
The
your
seashore?
mama's house. All right, anyway. Let's we'll bring it to an end there. I gotta hit the road. But hey, I almost even forgot to mention we're making shirts. We're making some merch. We got some more stuff on our website that we're building too, some more cool ass designs. We're gonna be doing shirts, hoodies, beanies, masks, a bunch of shit. So if you guys are interested and want to check that out, send us an email at peopleofearthpod@gmail.com. Send us your sizes and whatnot, how many you want. You can reserve your order for when we start printing all these and getting them out there. And also, we still want to hear from you. So anything you want us to talk about, discuss, or go over, or any advice you might be needing in these trying times, don't be afraid to reach out, man. Don't be afraid to reach out, people of Earth. We love ya. Good evening. Peace and love be with us. We'll see you next time.
Good morning, people of the Earth.
We interrupt our program at the request of the White House. This is a test.
Some very strange events have been taking place recently.
The emergency broadcast system. This is only a test. Furnishing news, official information, and instruction as soon as possible.
Is there a point to all this? Let's find a point. The world is like a ride at an amusement park.
This is only a test.
This is just a ride. And we can change it anytime we want. It's only a choice. No effort, no work, no job, no savings of money. A choice right now between fear and love.
A small group of warriors have taken up the fight on your behalf.
It's been activated to keep you informed.
The Earth is where we make our stand.
You, the people, have the power to make this life free and beautiful.
People of the Earth.
People of Earth.
People of Earth.
If you are not tuned to a station furnishing information for your area,